The thing you think it's too much about yourself might be your greatest gift. I remember when I started posting online videos, this was my dad's feedback. He said, Marina, you seem angry. Aren't you afraid you're going to scare people away? And I smiled because I could see where it was coming from. I could see, I could understand, but I also knew deep down he was wrong because when you speak about something that lights you up, when you speak about something you care about, when you speak about something that is your fire, is your mission, is your calling, it's part of who you are and who you know you're meant, why you're here, what you're meant to build, the people you're meant to support. That is fire. It turns you on. And sometimes that can come out as what people perceive as anger or triggering or too much or too intense. And what I told my dad was that that's not anger, that's passion. And when I speak about helping women stop hiding, helping women take up more space, helping women build whatever is they're here for, because we all carry a gift. We are all artists of our own life. We are all creatives. We're all creators meant to create something unique. So the moment we stop hiding our gifts, our light, our passion, our fire, that's when your people can find you. So imagine if I let that comment get under my skin. Imagine building a life through someone else's lens. Because how do I want to say this? Your think about the thing that you've always, or perhaps you think it's too much about yourself. Maybe it's your sensitivity, maybe it's your passion, maybe it's your intensity. But what if that's exactly the thing that people are meant to experience from you? What if that's your unique way of being could save someone, could mirror to someone what's possible? What if you being fully yourself is the purpose, becoming a walking permission slip for everyone who needs your medicine, who needs your gift, who just by experiencing your presence and who you are, just gets something from that. And imagine shrinking that down, toning that down, diluting that just because someone else, even if it's a family member, even if it's someone who loves you, even if it's something that someone who perhaps never experienced you in that way. Because before that, I bet my dad never saw me with that energy. And to him, it was like, I don't know my daughter like that. What is it? Are you angry? So imagine letting someone else's perception taint, dilute, and what's the word? Contract, shrink what you carry and who you are. What a disservice. Being yourself fully. Here's what I want to say. Don't build, tune out the noise. Don't build your life around someone else's lens, around someone else's perception of you, but build it through the eyes of the people you're here to serve, including yourself, including yourself. you are one of those people, because you showing up as you are, it's medicine for others, and it's the medicine you're meant to experience yourself first and foremost. What we're here to heal through is also what we're here to support others heal through. The most powerful stories are those where you hear, I was going through this, and that, and I overcame this, and that, and now I support people with this, and that, That's through lived experience, through the very things you overcome about yourself. And I wasn't always like this on camera. Uh, Back, if I look back at my teenage years, I am a rather reserved person. I wasn't the loud voice in the classroom. I, yeah, I was shrinking myself down. And because, there was some work for me to do around feeling safe being seen, feeling safe saying what I wanted to say, even if it wasn't agreeable or pleasing everybody. Becoming more of you means also accepting the fact you might disappoint someone. Maybe you might disappoint even older version of yourself. And that is part of the plan. It's meant to be like that. And it has some notes because, you guys, this is so important. And just remember, people don't, all of us, we experience reality through our own perception, through our own trauma, through our own identity, through our own self-concept, through our own beliefs. And your passion may feel too intense to someone. Your ambition may feel too threatening to someone else. Your confidence can feel too arrogant to someone because they haven't tapped into their own confidence. They haven't accessed that for themselves. I can't tell you how many times my confidence was perceived as arrogance and triggered people and activated people. Even your calm, even your groundedness can be perceived as too cold or too whatever. So you're not here to change other people's perspective. As we just said, that depends on our own life experience. We experience life reality, other people through our own lens. You cannot change that, and it's not your job to change that. Your job is to show up fully and not let those external projections, those external expectations, whatever, other people being triggered, change how you show up, dilute your voice, and tone your beingness down. Please, please, please. When you find your thing, you come alive. When I speak about what is on my heart, I come alive. And that's not something I force. It's not something I manufacture or out of marketing purposes. It's just who I am. It's just how much I care. And imagine filtering that. You are meant to show up in full color, in full volume, in full bloom, fully yourself, so your people can find you. So your purpose can come alive, fully alive. And also because why be someone else? Why not I'm getting chills as I say this. That's how much this is alive for me. Why go through life as an half diluted version of yourself, as an half alive version of who you are, as a toned down, play nice, stay smaller version of you? You're here to show up fully. You're here to build your bigger life. because why else are we here? For what other reason? Next time you get feedback, or if you ever get feedback like that, or if there's something you always believed it was too much about yourself, ask ask yourself this: is this too much? Or is this exactly who I am meant to be and how I am meant to show up? Is this my strength, my gift? If you're new here, I'm Marina. I make videos every day to remind you that the life you want, the life you desire, the life you deserve, your bigger life is one leap of courage away. I will see you tomorrow.